Hello everybody and welcome to the Binding of Isaac episode 15. Today we're going to play as Isaac. I'm planning on recording a few videos today, but you won't see them all today. Item room is right next to us and it has Stigmata. Stigmata is a great first find. It's damage up and health up. Pretty fantastic. Not going to re-roll that at all. Yeah, it's basically all stats up, missing a couple of the stats, but having what I would consider to be the two most important. So, pretty good find, absolutely. I could re-roll it, I definitely could have re-rolled it, but we're on the first floor, so the odds of me getting a lot of re-rolls is incredibly low, and the odds of me getting something better than Stigmata is even lower, I would say. So definitely better items out there, but they are not particularly common. Knowing my luck, I would probably just get a Space Piranha. And that was a nice little tinted rock find as well. We got a bomb and a soul heart out of it. So effective profit there of just a soul heart, which I am totally cool with. Some more bombs. Let's go ahead and do the boss. Should not be a big issue. Pink Widow. It's going to jump a little bit faster and summon flies instead of spiders. Along with, I never remember what these ones are named. It summons these red sacks that shoot at you. You can trick it into jumping onto them, but it's not the easiest thing in the world. Those two at the bottom of the screen really shouldn't be a huge deal, but if she summons any more, it could be a problem. Alright, so this is going pretty well. Only taken harder damage. Lost that soul heart, but it's not a humongous deal. Can't say I was expecting to keep it for a long time. Yeah, so hopefully we get something decent here. Mom's coin purse. Mom's coin purse is always an interesting decision, so I'm gonna think about it while we run through this last area. So Mom's coin purse will give us 4 random pills, and if I'm playing as Cain or somebody, it's pretty much a definite pickup because, well, I guess just Cain. But if I'm playing as Cain, it's pretty much a definite pickup because it's not going to be a bad pill. And that is really handy. The problem is we're playing as Isaac, so we could get some bad pills. Alright, I'm not going to look for the secret room anymore. Finding the first floor secret room is sometimes a pain in the ass. Let's do this and just hope we get lucky. We did get 4 different pills, so we're pretty likely to get something decent. Friends till the end, can't complain. Telepills. Good to know it's there. Would not have complained if it had taken us to the I Am Error room, but that's only about a 6% chance, so can't say I was expecting it. Friends till the end gave us 3 blue attack flies, which do twice our base damage. Not bad. Bombs are key, did nothing at all, and we're just gonna hold on to this in case it's bad trip. If it is bad trip, it'll turn into a full health pill if I get down to 1 heart, so if I find another pill, I will take this pill and just roll with it. Unfortunately, there are only 6 pills. I'm going to try and do something a little cheeky here. Hopefully it works. There are only 6 pills in a rotation. And we've already identified 3 of them. And no stats up or stats down, which is nice. But getting stats up as pills is usually kind of amazing. Still a good chance there's some in the rotation. We've only gone through half of the available pills, so just less likely, I would say. Excuse me. I can't complain about our pill situation because we didn't get any bad pills, which is nice. Well, I mean, we still don't know what this pill is. It could definitely be bad. I would almost expect it to be bad, personally. It's a little trick I tried to do in that other room. It actually did successfully do. Was if you plant a bomb and leave the room before the bomb explodes, and it's not a Mr. Mega Bomb, for whatever reason the bomb will have 1 more tile. I picked up the Splunker's hat. Not going to open up any doors, but it will show us where stuff is. So if we can get some more bombs going, it's going to be a great item. That's a lovely item. We're going to get some immolated hoppers in this room, I would guess, unless we get real lucky. Apparently not going to get too many. Going to get 1. Okay. Well, I was expecting to get 4. I cannot complain about how that went. So we're definitely going to want some kind of source of bomb generator. Splunker's hat is a great item to find early on. The earlier you can find it, the better. but we do need bombs in order to make it truly useful. I don't remember what these guys are called. They basically look like yogurt to me. They're basically just white dishes, so you know. Did get a bomb, so we can go to the secret room or the top secret room, either or. Not getting to use the D6, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. If you're finding items that are good enough to not warrant the D6, that is not what I would call a bad thing. I'm gonna just plant this bomb right here so we can access this area as well as the secret room. I'm gonna pop this open. Was it worth it? Maybe, probably not though. 9 cents, you know, can't complain about how that went. One bomb for 9 cents is a good trade in my book. And let's go fight the boss real quick, so we can at least try to use this D6. Alright, so we're going to be fighting Famine, getting ourselves a cube meat, which will fill up one of our 3 orbital slots and block incoming tiers, and do some basic contact damage. Not a huge amount, but not a bad amount either. Definitely worth it if you're willing to take the risk of getting that close to an enemy. So, things are going pretty well. It's just normal Famine, so I'm not expecting a huge amount of problems. I could be doing this fight a little bit more efficiently. If you can get him to charge, he will kill those flies, which is not bad. Does get down into a second phase eventually. Okay. Just gonna keep shooting him, and he should split very soon. Yep. So if we can just kill this last fly, he won't summon anymore, and we can just do a very basic type of dodge. Just kind of do a semicircle. You can tell when he's about to shoot before he shoots, so you can just start dodging immediately. And it's very easy, no reason to not take that. And I would open that up if I had a bomb, but I don't. So in here we have Whore of Babylon, Book of Sin. I don't really want either. We could re-roll them. Got Guppy's Paw, Spirit of the Night. Spirit of the Night is very tempting. I wish I hadn't re-rolled it because I didn't realize it would keep the Spirit Heart cost. And this means we're not going to find Guppy's Paw, even though Guppy's Paw is a pretty good item. So Spirit of the Night is very interesting. We give us Spectral Tears, which is very useful, and Flying. 2 things I like a lot, but it would leave us a little bit dangerous and low on health. But you know, let's try it and see if it works. It may, it may not. It will get us some free items, if nothing else, and it will make certain rooms like this one quite a bit easier, because we can hang out over the rocks. Defensively, it's probably not that far off from being worth about 2 heart containers, so it's not a terrible pickup, and it's really good if you don't have Flying or Spectral Tears. If you already have one or the other, I would seriously consider not taking it. The main thing that concerns me about that reroll is that I believe we have pretty much removed Guppy's Paw from the game, which is unfortunate. I don't know if that's completely true or not, but I suspect it is. And Guppy's Paw is a great item, so getting rid of it like that is a little unfortunate. If we can find 1 more cent somewhere, we could hit the shop, but I don't know if we will, unfortunately. I don't think we will at all, to be honest. But let's check out this top secret room, see if anything's going on. Okay, gonna get a health up. Well, can't really complain about how this floor went. We need some damage, we need some health. We're about to get a little bit of health. No reason to take the Hangman, just gives you a Flying for 1 room, the room you use it on. If I had a bomb, I'd love to get into that, but I do not. And I don't think there's much else for me to do here, so let's just move on. Still need to get some bombs. Okay, easy key. As I said, the Flying is going to get us quite a few free items, which is great in my book. The earlier you can get Flying, the better, because it means you'll get more easily accessed items, which is awesome. Alright, it's just gonna get through this room, no problem. And gain another key. Skeleton key, okay, gonna take that. 99 keys, very, very good. Been seeing it quite a bit on camera lately. It's not the rarest item, but it is fairly rare. Certainly can't expect to see it in any given game. But it is great when you do. pretty much solves all your key problems. And we've already identified bombs or keys, so we don't necessarily have to worry about that. Though, if we can get some bombs built up, it may be worth it to pop that. Because 99 bombs, slightly more useful than 99 keys, I would say. Debatable. It depends how bad your key situation would end up is why I say you would want a few bombs at least. Probably something like 9 or 10 or so. And then it would probably be worth it in my book. But we'll just have to see how things go down. Who knows, maybe we'll find a bunch of golden chests and it will be awesome. It's always awesome if you can get to the chest. One thing we will want, if we can get it, is Guppy's Tail. Guppy's Tail is now very, very viable pickup because we can open all those golden chests we'll get. We will get many golden chests because Guppy's Tail just gives you a great chance to find chests, including golden chests. So, yeah, be a good pickup. That really doesn't benefit us at all. So I might as well leave it there. I'm going to go ahead and pop this open because there's no reason not to. Candle's a very good item. Very, very good item. I would say it's one of the few items in the game that actually competes with the D6 effectively. It would give us damage, it would give us some defense. Main sacrifice, of course, is that we would have to give up the D6, and that is a tough sacrifice, let's be honest. So what I think we're probably going to do is try to hold on to the D6 for this floor, and then make that decision. I love the candle. I really do. It's a great item. It's so useful. Has numerous defensive applications with very high damage potential. It's just a great spacebar item. It really is. Yeah, and it would solve a number of our problems. I mean, our biggest problem right now is probably low damage, but you know. So candle would allow us to solve that particular problem pretty easily. Like this room would have been over many seconds ago. Liberty Cap will give us a random mushroom effect each room, or the compass effect. I don't know why it does the compass effect, but the fact that it does makes it actually quite a bit more useful than it normally is. So if you can get the compass effect up, note that that effect will only last for one room, so try to pay attention to your map when you see it. What I like to do is just glance at my map every time I well, the heart is pretty useful. Right now we have the small odd mushroom, as you can tell, because we have a crazy fire rate. I think we'll take this because it's a health hub, but I don't want to take it just yet because it's also a full health. So we can make some interesting abuses happen with that. Essentially, we could, you know, go gamble or something. Well, we can't. We won't realistically find a way to gamble it on this floor unless we find a Demon Beggar or Blood Donation Machine. There's no chance of there being an arcade on this level because it's not an even floor. It's the third floor, so. Alright, Soul Heart, sure. Probably should have held on to that, but it's not a huge deal. I believe we already went to the secret room. I'm not completely sure about that, though. Okay, Cube Meat just did some amazing work there. Deserved to take many points of damage. Certainly one. We're definitely going to go into the cursed room because, again, it is half priced, and the chance of getting Guppy's Tail is well worth it, I would say. Because if we get Guppy's Tail, it can definitely change the game for us. Not looking like we're going to get a way to effectively use that full health, so I think we're just going to go ahead and pick it up. I don't want to re-roll it because it is a health up, and you know, I don't see a point in re-rolling health up. Certainly need health. Yeah, so hoping for a deal room, perhaps. Well, maybe not. I don't know. Let's check out this top secret room and see if we get some good. Fish Head is not better than Liberty Cap. It gives you a chance to summon a blue attack fly every time you take damage. I prefer Liberty Cap, if only because the compass effect is pretty cool. And occasionally some of the mushroom effects are nice. This is some kind of version of Gertie. I think it's a summon Gertie. It's just gonna summon stuff over and over again. Doesn't look like he's gonna shoot at all, so that's nice. Can be fairly defensive here. We don't have to, well, we can be fairly offensive, I should say. We don't have to dodge very much at all. Just have to try and keep on our side of the screen and take care of these flies when they come over. And it looks like we're gonna get through this okay. You can one-shot the summoned flies because summoned enemies have slightly less health than their normal counterparts, so that's nice. There's a number of shooty flies over there, grandfather flies or whatever you want to call them, and that does scare me a little. Because if they all decided to shoot at me at the same time, it's unlikely I would be able to dodge that. But it looks like we're going to kill the boss here with no real issues at all, which is very nice. It's been a little bit of a long fight, but Gurdy usually is. So, having a Gurdy fight where you really don't have to move around at all is nice. Okay, and I can two-shot the shooty flies. That's nice. And it looks like we're going to get through this without taking any damage at all. So Deal Room is unlikely, but not impossible. Pageant Boy. No thank you. Let's re-roll that. Speed up. I'm going to take one speed up on the off chance that we find something later that it's a speed down. I was feeling a tiny bit slow, not a huge amount. Pageant Boy would have given us 7 cents. Varying quality. It's not very good. Let's go in here. Check it out. 9 cents, okay. So, better than Pageant Boy. Cost a bomb, sure, but, I really want to take the candle, I really do. I think it's a good decision. I always hate to have to give up the D6 this early, but at the same time, candle's a very strong item. So finding it early is not a bad thing. So we're going to move on to the next floor because I am feeling complete here. We have a lot of utility. Damage is still a little bit low. Again, we do have the candle, and I'll try to show that off a little bit here. As you can see, did quite good damage. Not the best shot of the candle. Okay, that was bad positioning on my part. I'm kind of messing this up. I need to just kind of cheat it a little. Yeah, okay. Yeah, this room is a little bit tricky with low tier damage, but we made it through, so no big deal. This room should be fairly easy, I suspect. Yeah, no problem at all. More keys, jeez. I'd love some bombs, but I don't know if that is gonna happen. There we go. Yeah, so well-placed candle shots do, I want to say many times more damage than sort of an iffy candle shot, so it's hard to do that against enemies that move around, but if you can pull it off, it's amazing. Again, we are going to check out this cursed room, because partially we're just going to take half damage, and that was well worth it. We basically gained 1.5 soul hearts, so, whatever. These type of rooms are going to be quite easy. Well, I took damage on one type of room where I definitely have no excuse for doing so. I should have been completely invulnerable here, just flying over this, but I messed it up. Oh well, not a huge deal. This room should not be a big deal, unless I miss all my candle shots. As you can tell, the main feature of the candle is that it recharges inside of a room. So if you can get decent at candle shooting, it's quite strong. I'm not necessarily good at candle shooting though, so it's Razor Blade. It's not that great of an item. I mean, I used it in a fairly recent video, and it worked out okay, but certainly not better than the candle. And unfortunately, we have no way to re-roll it. So we're just gonna go ahead and fight Little Chad, or not Little Chad, just Chad. Should not be a big deal. One of the features of the candle is it does pierce, so if I can get a good candle shot like that, it will do many percentages of damage. Kind of a weird way to explain that, I suppose. Alright, I just need him to charge me. Okay, he doesn't want to. Hey! This fight should not really be hard. Yeah, there we go. One good candle shot right there. Did over 70% of his health, I want to say. So we did earn ourselves Deal with the Devil. We have the chance to take Brimstone, or we have the chance to take the Pact. Very interesting to me to take the Pact. Also very interesting to take the Brimstone. Man, it's a tough call because the problem is when I get Brimstone, I stop using the candle. It pretty much just clicks off. So apparently that was Ball of Steel and I took it by accident. The Pact, let's take it. Whatever. It gives us some tears up, maybe some damage up, speed up, 2 soul hearts. Pretty good item. The problem is I just bought the candle, and if I get Brimstone, Brimstone is good, but I'm not going to use the candle. I can promise you I won't. I will just forget to use it. It will no longer be part of my play strategy, which makes it seem like a waste because, you know, I just got it and I love it. I want to use it, so I'm not going to take Brimstone. I realize, you know, that maybe that sounds a little bit blasphemous, but there's a time and place for Brimstone, and I don't feel like that time and place is right now. Very tempting to take Matchstick, would give us more bomb drops. And I'm not really making good use of Liberty Cap anyway, but you know. Top secret room right here. Let's check out the shop, see what's going on. It's greed. Be able to go to the shop on the next floor. Should not be a big, challenging fight. Couple good candle shots. Should tank him down, no problem at all. Alright. So we're back to being... That's just a ridiculous game. Golden key. Means we don't have to spend keys to open anything on this floor. It's pretty good. And since I didn't explain it, little Chad will give us a half heart every so often. I don't know the exact numbers on it, or if there are even numbers on it, but it does happen, so, you know. We are going to go to the top secret room. There's a chance it'll be an eternal heart, and I don't necessarily want to pick that up yet. 3 easy bombs, no problem with that. Should be shooting this fire and stuff, and it's going to take a while. Oh my god. Oh my god, ladies and gentlemen. I think it's time for our first fetus run. Let me check something real quick here. Hold on just a second. Okay, never mind, we're good to go. Oh, shit. I shot myself with a bomb. This is going to be our first on-camera fetus run. And we are using Epic Fetus, which drops missiles. It's pretty awesome. Yeah, it's a great item. Amazing with flying. No real excuse for me to be taking damage there, though. What is this pill? Telepills, okay. It is a risky item, and it does make the candle less useful. Let's be honest. But it is a very, very good item. It does a ton of damage. You probably can't tell that right now because, you know, I mean, you just can't, I suppose. But it does. And we are going to get to see that very soon, I imagine. I kind of want to go play that blood donation machine some in case we get a blood bag. Obviously, bombs are no longer a concern. This can blow up anything a bomb can. It is a little bit more controllable, so let us play this a few times. Probably not gonna win. That's not a humongous problem, though. So now, what we need is health. All we need is health. That's it. And for that reason, I should definitely go to the top secret room. We could use... I would definitely drop the candle now for something that gives me a little bit of Spirit Heart action, Book Rev, or Flat Penny. Flat Penny gives us 50% chance every time we pick up a penny to get a key. Normally I would say it's better than Liberty Cap, but considering our key situation, it is almost certainly not better than Liberty Cap. So we're just gonna move on. Okay. A little bit of health. I could wander back to get back to full health, but we do have some Spirit Hearts guiding us. Pretty glad I did not pick up the Brimstone. Kind of regret picking up Pact now, but it's not a huge deal. Shouldn't be taking damage on rooms like this, to be honest. Alright, so we did get a compass effect for one room. Now the shop is up there. So ideally what I need to be doing is trying to get to a safe position on each room. And then blowing shit up. We got Bob's Curse. No idea if that's going to function with this or not. If I had to guess, probably not. But, you know, it's got the effect. That doesn't necessarily mean anything. We won't be able to tell until we get to a boss, basically. Or a mini-boss, potentially. Alright, more money. It's welcome. Dad's key. Opens rooms. Not locked rooms, though, so, you know, whatever. We can use secret rooms to travel around quickly. So it actually does not do anything, or he would have gotten poisoned. Bob's Curse doesn't do anything, I mean. Definitely gonna open that, if it's not too risky. Okay, just gotta be cautious about it. Okay. Well, if we can get to that soul heart, it was well worth it. And so it was. We're gonna make our way towards the shop. Should not have greed. Well, it won't have greed. For one, greed was on the last floor, which means he won't be on this floor. But for two, there was also another mini boss. So again, he can't be on this floor. Two separate reasons that he cannot be on this floor. Yeah, so again, get to a safe position, start nuking shit. That is our main strategy. And I failed to do it here, so I'm going to take some damage. That does not surprise me, but it does disappoint me somewhat. Again, rooms should be not... We shouldn't be taking damage on rooms like that. Don't really want to do that. Have plenty of consumables. I'm gonna buy a soul heart. If I knew what that pill was, I would buy it. Let's buy it anyways, in case it's good. Who knows? Health down. Well, I really could not have asked for a worse pill. Of course, if we find another health down, it'll be health up now, so that's kind of neat. Put us back in the exact same situation. Anyways. Okay, so only real concern right now is low health. Damage is, you know, it's amazing. I can't complain about our damage situation at all. These type of rooms should be fine, which is unusual. This room should be very easy. If I don't be a dummy. A little bit of patience here is going to go a long way. Definitely going to check out that top secret room. The Eternal Heart would be amazing. Ah, interesting. Not useful right now, but potentially interesting later. Alright, not sure what I'm doing there. Just gonna grab this soul heart and get the hell out of Dodge. I guess we're gonna be making our way towards the boss now. Okay. And I'm not doing it, but I could be bombing out of rooms. Well, not really worth it, but at the same time, half price, only half a spirit heart. And we certainly need those spirit hearts. But at the same time, could have been much more expensive. Alright. This room may be a little tricky, let's be honest. Cube Meat doing a good job. Alright, the trickiness should have been removed. Okay. Getting near the boss. Necropolis, so who knows what we're gonna get. Should not be super difficult, I suspect. Could be totally wrong. We're about to find out though. Okay, it's gonna be Mask of Infamy, which should not be the end of the world. The hard part about this fight is gonna be nullified greatly. We can keep hitting that mask, no problem. And a health up, you know? Pretty happy with how that went down. And it kinda looks to me like we're done with this floor. Because we did not find a blood donation machine. Or demon beggar, so there's not much else to do. Let's roll. Let's save these telepills to mom, I guess. Alright, it's gonna drop me something. Penny. Okay. Back to 99 keys. I was getting worried there for a second. We might get out of the 99 key zone. That was really silly of me. There's a lot for me to calculate in that single instance. And I failed to do so. Okay, I suspect we're gonna have some difficulty killing this thing. Okay, whatever. It's not that big of a deal. Now, am I going to risk taking damage to get a dime? Probably not. We only have one shop left, so Curved Horn, usually a great trinket. Right now, not very good at all. So, arcade. I like what I see here. Probably gonna get to play that blood donation machine. Let's play these two down to 15 cents. Let's see if we luck out. Okay, this fly is going to be a bit of an irritant. Obviously, don't really want to shoot my bombs if I can help it. Yeah, keys really not super useful, so if they want to avoid giving me those, I would not complain. Taking damage is not ideal. What is this? The Empress. Not super useful. Okay. Let's keep rolling stuff here. Okay. Yep, another fly. These flies are irritating. Yeah, so we're down to 15 cents. Let's roll out. Sorry if I was getting a little distracted there. I was checking a text message. Yeah, okay. Taking damage there. It's a boss challenge room up here, so we're definitely going to want to play that blood donation machine some. If we can. Found the secret room. Technically not. Okay, interesting. Another fortune teller. And there's a mini boss here. So we should be able to go to the shop, no problem. Which is nice. I wonder where the shop is. Okay. We're not going to be safe on here, so we need to be careful. Just need to plant some safe-ish bombs. Okay, that was a lot of shit going down. Well, just taking a point of damage on that crazy-ass room is not necessarily the worst thing. Lover's card. This is 2 hearts, pretty good. What's up in here? Soul hearts. Okay, so we got a net profit there. Half soul heart, can't complain. This room, usually a dick. Pretty much have to take damage on it unless you're flying, which we are. So you know, this is probably better than the candle, which is weird to say, considering. Let's go ahead and do mom. It's a weird sentence. Normal mom, so we should be able to do damage effectively. One thing you don't want to see is red mom. Very hard to do damage. Okay, taking damage. Taking damage. Okay. Try and avoid that. Yep. Should use the pad. Should have waited a second. Oh well, I got to shoot the eye, so you know. Alright. Squeezy, good item. 2 soul hearts. Tears doesn't really matter to me. Teleport out. Item room. Could just go back into the mom room to check for the deal room. That doesn't seem like a good idea at all. We have a lot to do still on this floor, so we are going to do a lot. We're still not locked in here. Fetus item is very, very good, but bad play would still ruin me. We don't exactly have a lot of health, so bad play is a particularly big problem. I want to go in here, but I'm probably end up taking some damage for it. Eternal Heart, might as well. Should have waited on that actually. Oh well. Telepills, might as well carry them. Yeah, I should not have picked up that Eternal Heart. I'm pretty sure the blood donation machine is gonna take it. Best case scenario for me is that the boss challenge room has a health up. So yeah, I could have gotten 2 health ups here if I played that a little bit better. Potentially could have gotten that. So it looks like Greed is actually in the shop. Do we want to fight Greed? Not especially. Kinda do though. Might as well use Mom's Pad here. Mom's Pad makes enemies flee for a little while, and making enemies flee for a little while means we can kill them very easily. Recharge time is 3 rooms, which is a little bit long, but I'm gonna play the hell out of this Judgment. Very little reason not to, I suspect. Yeah. Hearts are cool. Compass, okay. Now we're rolling. Now we can very quickly move through rooms. Do we want to? Which we do, I would say. No real reason to stick around on some of those rooms in the womb and such. So we're going to see if we got lucky enough to earn a deal room here. Probably didn't. Oh well. Certainly not guaranteed to work, but it can, so you might as well check. It looks like we're getting a little bit of a loading screen error here, so I'm going to take a second to drink a little bit of water. Alright, did not crash, which is happy. Curse the Labyrinth. I love to see that. A little disappointed to see we're on Utero instead of the Womb, but that is not a huge deal per se. Okay. It was a little bit closer than I prefer. Hierophant, very well. 2 soul hearts. Let us. Is it going to be this way or is it going to be up? I guess only time will tell. Probably going to take a little bit of damage on this room, I have to say. Yep, totally did. Okay, interesting. Could play the little beggar man, and I kind of want to. For one, could go to the boss challenge. But let's fight the boss, the first boss anyways. Conquest, that upsets me a little. But we should be able to do a good amount of damage here in this first barrage. Yeah, no problem. Okay. Just gotta be cautious. Yeah. Sort of need him to stop just spamming his charge. Conquest is a little bit of a dickhole. Yeah, and give us the pony, which is not particularly useful. Main thing about it is it gives you passive flying while you're carrying it. And I would rather have Mom's Pad than another source of passive flying because it's not like they stack or anything. Should just head to the boss challenge room. I think it's probably a good idea. As I said, health up would be cool. So we can play this little guy twice for each heart, if I do it right. And he gives us a card for our efforts. Hanged Man. Said more flying is not particularly useful. Don't wanna pick up that health just yet. Wanna go to the boss challenge room first. We will immediately be able to fight Mom's Heart, which is nice. I'm a little bit scared about this situation. Okay, Poison Touch. I can't complain about that. Zip. Show me the heart. Okay. Now we're in business. Don't want to pick it up just yet. For the same reason I shouldn't have picked that one up earlier. Okay, okay. So we are in a different situation now, so it's, you know. This room is actually a little bit tricky, but we managed to play it right. I'm happy with that. Looks like we found the secret room. Looks like we may be able to just bomb into the challenge room, which would be great. Nothing really to speak of in here. Could just blow up the arcade. Wired coat hanger. It's not going to be very useful. Can't bomb out of here, unfortunately. That is a Tears Up, which, you know, normally I would probably play that for it, but in this situation, I don't think that's going to happen. Tears is not particularly useful. Not sure if it does anything. And if it does, what it does is very minor, so pretty not useful. As you might expect, the fetus items are quite good against Mom's Heart, because it's mostly about just handling ads, and so... Okay, we have Judgment Card. Do we have a place we can use this effectively? Not really. Not really on this floor. We could go put it in the Eternal Heart room, though, which would be cool. Probably won't work, but it could work, so, you know. See if he gives us any hearts. He might not. It's very possible he won't, even. But I think if he does, they may be Eternal Hearts, which would be cool. He's just gonna give us bombs, which, okay, so he is gonna give us Eternal Hearts, which is neato. And Halo Flies, that's actually a pretty good item. So we're just gonna pick up this health up right away. Yeah, let's roll on. That could have worked. I mean, it was basically not a profit at all, except the Halo, so that's nice. But we would have gotten the heart container either way, so you know. Whatever. Again, I would prefer to be at 3.5 hearts instead of 4, because then we get that charge of polar invincibility, which is real cool. Okay, well, now I want to try and shoot this one at the farthest side. Okay, played that right, I think. Alright, just need to kill Monstro as quickly as possible. I was hoping that missile would land a little bit later. Alas, 4 missiles for a Monstro. That's pretty solid, I would say. Mom's Pad this up. Now she's probably going to start firing bombs soon here. So, it's not a huge deal though. Yeah. We're going to go to the Cathedral here because, well, unfortunately I picked up a half heart, but I should have gone to play a little Demon Judgment. Oh well. Let us head this way. I suspect this is where the boss room is going to lie. Secret room contains an arcade, which I should probably play some. But I'm apparently not going to, so... Alright, just gotta get through that little matrix there. Okay. Yeah. Alright. And we want to have a mom's pad charged for the boss fight. Let's see if it's this way. Alright, it is. I kind of wasn't expecting it to be. I don't really need to do the trick against Monstro 2 here. It would be a good idea, though, I think. Because he's not really taking very much damage, is he? He doesn't want to fire his laser, it seems. He doesn't really want to do anything. Kinda just wants to hop around. Okay, now he's finally doing stuff. Bit of a long fight. Could have just bombed out of this room. Probably would have been a good idea. Of course, I'm always at risk of taking damage, so... And here we find kind of a scary room. Obviously can't really bomb out of it though. I sort of need to get into that room. Honestly, I've never seen this room. I think I've never seen this room. I mean, it's possible I have. I just don't think I have. So. And it's kind of scary. Fistula 2 Greed? It's not nice at all, game. Not that Fistula is very hard. Or Greed. Greed's not that bad either, I guess. But still. And here we have 10 bombs, which is not very appealing to me. So we're going to fight Isaac and see what happens. Doing not bad damage. At all. Not bad at all. Considering we're getting no retaliation. And I want to save Mom's Pad here for the third phase, because I think that's the best way. We do have 3 orbitals, so we're going to be blocking a good amount of damage. No Guardian Angel, unfortunately, but that's not a big deal. Guardian Angel is nice to have, but not essential. Okay, we are in the third phase, so if we start to get a lot of angels, I will definitely pop Mom's Pad. But things are going quite well. We're going through this very fast. Again, want to try and line up those missiles so they hit. Okay, we won. So I'm just going to end my strategical discussion there. And, okay, gonna get 10 bombs anyways. The wafer, half damage, yes! Dead Sea Scroll is not very useful to us. Shoot to Boom, not very useful to us. I will pick them up. Kinda wanted to see Mom's Raw, if nothing else, but, you know. Let's try and go down. It's not it at all, thankfully, because getting through that room is kind of a pain. Bloat. I don't. We cannot bomb out of these rooms. You need Dad's key to open these type of rooms, so. Bloat is a real asshole. Could have justified using Mom's Pad on here very easily, I think. But Balls of Steel is very welcome. So the Wafer was the big pickup there. Like, Wafer is a very rare item, but it halves the damage you take if you take a heart of damage. So even though I got hit twice there, I only took 1 damage. So that's pretty cool. Wafer is very strong. Pretty much doubled our health, if you want to look at it that way. It also means we don't have to get down to half a heart to use the forfeit, which is also cool. Because I don't really like that. Okay. Okay. Lust is sort of pissing me off a little. It's sort of hard to hit. Okay. Not the ideal way for that thing to go down, but world card. Might as well use it. Sun card. Okay. This is full health and does some damage. It's a pretty good item. It's the best card by a pretty good margin. Also reveals everything, which is cool. Pretty sure it's Mr. Boom. Don't really want Mr. Boom. Let us move on to Blue Baby. I would be very disappointed if we lost because we just have so many hits to take. Got the Sun, got the Wafer. Don't have a lot of health, but we have a lot of resistance, basically. If you want to look at it that way, and a bunch of health right there. You're making fun of me. Blue Baby will be a little bit harder than Isaac, no doubt, and of course we'll have the flies. But you know, taking a little damage, it's okay. Ah, sorry about that. I thought somebody was knocking. Whoa, Blue Baby. Kind of an inconvenient time to pause. I am gonna try to edit that. You know, yeah, as well as I try to edit anything. Try to make those pauses last less than a second for you guys. Also try not to do them whenever possible. But occasionally I just gotta go for whatever reason. Yeah, so let's just use mouse pad to make this thing easy. Kind of silly to see Boo Baby flying around like that. And that is a GG, folks. Been getting a lot of wins lately, been getting a lot of luck. Seen some good play. I'm not sure how this run would have gone if we had not gotten the fantastic Epic Fetus. Epic Fetus, of course, a great item. And I'm happy, 15 episodes in, to finally see our first Fetus item. Pretty cool. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please consider leaving a like. It helps get my channel out there and lets more people see it, which is cool. So, yeah. Enjoy your Sunday. Peace. Thank you for watching.